Let's all come and sit in a cross-legged position. You can either sit right on the floor, you can elevate your hips by using a block or even a staple of books if you want to. And just make sure you're comfortable and there's no friction in the hips. Yeah? Go ahead and place your hands on top of your knees and then close your eyes, gazing with the eyes closed to the middle of your forehead. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs as you lengthen from the sit bones to the crown. Deep exhale, keeping that length as you relax all the muscles in your face. Relax the jaw, relax the forehead, soften the eyebrows. Again, deep breath in, lengthening from the sit bones towards your crown. Deep long exhale through the mouth, release further down into the neck, the shoulders, the arms, all the way into your hands and fingertips. One more time, deep breath in, fill the lungs, lengthening from the sit bones to the crown. Long deep exhale, relax further down into the hips, the legs, knees, all the way into your feet and toes. Now close the lips together and just inhaling and exhaling through the nose only. Keep that length in the spine you just created. And keep the breath even fluidly. The inhales are equal in length, in deepness. And the breath has a soft quality. Still gazing with the eyes closed to the middle of your forehead. Just soften the eyes. See if you can keep your focus on your breath. Just noticing where you feel the breath mostly, where in the body. Maybe it's your belly, maybe this is your chest, maybe this is just the air passing through the nostrils, touching the upper lip. It doesn't really matter where you feel it mostly, and just keep your focus there. Once you notice the mind becomes distracted from thoughts or sounds around you, and it's okay, just bring the mind back to the breath as soon as you notice. You don't have to change anything from the breath, just allow it to be. Maybe the hardest part of the yoga practice is not so much the challenging postures, but conquering that monkey mind that likes to jump around from one thought to the other. And still with the eyes closed, rubbing your hands over the upper thighs, just creating some warmth to there. And interlace your fingers and then circle out your hands, your wrists. A few times the other direction. Good, and bring the arms in front of you. As you inhale, lengthen the arms all the way up, keeping the shoulders back and down, the lower ribs in. Exhale, bring your arms forward, palms facing inwards, elbows rounding backwards. So you create a big circle through the arms and your chest included. Shoulder blades are moving away from one another here. Flip your palms forward again. Inhale, lengthening all the way up. This time bring your gaze with you, gazing towards your upper hands. Exhale, bring the arms forward, palms in, elbows out, rounding through the back again. One more like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Gazing to your palms, shoulders backwards. Chest opens as your lower ribs stay in. And then exhale, one more time forward. Palms in, elbows out. Creating even more space between those shoulder blades. Good. As you inhale, open the chest now. Thumbs pointing up as you reach the arms to the sides and backwards. A little pinch, a little squeeze between the shoulder blades as you open the chest. Exhale, bring your thumbs down and then rotate the shoulders down as well. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Interlace your hands, stretch the arms up. And exhale, anchor down through the right sit bone as you lean towards the left, shifting your gaze under your right upper arm. Coming back to center as you inhale, shift the gaze up. Exhale, gaze forward first, lean towards the other side. Shift your gaze under the left upper arm. Coming back to center as you inhale, gazing up. And then exhale, release the hands, twist towards the right. Move the arms with you. And then release one hand behind you, the other one hand on your knee, gazing over your back shoulder. Inhale, reach both arms up again. Interlace the fingers, stretch the palms up. Exhale, twist the body towards the other side. Take the arms with you, chest in between. One hand behind you, the other hand on your knee. Sitting upright as you gaze over your back shoulder. Coming back up as you inhale, keeping the hands separated this time. And then exhale, hands coming down. If you were sitting on a block or if you were sitting on books or whatever, take it up and then roll from here over the knees, coming in towards an all-four position. Your hands are right underneath the shoulders, your knees are right underneath the hips. As you inhale, lift your sit bones up, move your belly down, keep your navel lifted, lift the chest. Gazing up between the eyebrows as you lift through the crown. Exhale, reverse the movement, sit bones down, pull the navel in, press the shoulder blades away from one another. And you're still pressing through the palms, crown pointing to the floor here. Reverse, inhale. Moving vertebra by vertebra, lift the head, gaze between the eyebrows. Exhale, sit bones down, moving vertebra by vertebra, gazing to the top of your nose. Inhale, coming back to a neutral spine position. Tuck the toes into the mat, and then as you exhale, move it up into a downward facing dog. First downward dog, just walk out your feet one by one, alternating legs. And as you walk out your legs, make sure you create one straight line from your sit bones towards your palm, touching the floor, staying light in the fingertips. Good, inhale with both heels up, coming to the tips of your toes. Exhale, roll down, lower the heels. See if you can lift all of your 10 toes, spread them out wide in the air. Reverse, inhale, come to the tips of your toes, lift the heels. Exhale, lower those heels down, lift your toes. Good, as you inhale, roll over the toes, drop your knees, arch through the back again. Exhale, feet together, coming into a child pose. Your hips are attached to the heels as your forehead rests on the floor on your mat. Inhale, lift the chest, walk your hands all the way over towards the left side. And then exhale, fold over left, stretching out the right side of your waist. Walk your hands as you inhale all the way over towards the right. Exhale, sink towards right. Opening up the left side of your waist. As you inhale, bring your hands back to center, tuck the toes, downward dog, exhale. And then walk your feet up towards your hands as you inhale. Big toes are touching, lift through the chest, bring your hands behind your legs, so on top of your calves. As you exhale, gently walk your hands further down as you bring your full head into the direction of your knees. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, coming up with a straight back, using the core to lift. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest, close your eyes for a moment. Coming back to the breath. Feel the weight of your feet pressing down into all corners of your feet. Feeling the heels, feeling the front part of the feet. Just stay light in your toes. Feeling stable and feeling centered. Feeling grounded. Now reopen the eyes, bring your arms to the sides. I'm gonna move through 2 variations of sun salutation. First we start with a regular variation. See if you can start lifting from the inner arches of your feet and slightly from the outer arches of your feet. Still staying light in the toes. Lift your kneecaps, activate the upper thighs, and then find a position in which your pelvis is neutral. Yeah, the tailbone is moving down to the floor and you feel an activation from your belly. Bring the arms back to the side if you lifted them up. Lengthening all the way through the neck towards your crown. Inhale, reach both arms sideways up. Palms together at the top, gazing to the thumbs. Exhale, little hinge from your hips. Bend your knees as much as you have to bring your palms flat on the floor next to your feet. If you can touch, bend your knees a little more until you can. Inhale, coming to a flat back, either to fingertips or hands underneath the shins. On the exhale, step back with your left leg first. Straighten through the back leg. As you have your front knees situated above your front ankle, press down through the palms so you lift a little bit away from your right knee, and then inhale, step it back into a high plank position. As you exhale, drop your knees, drop your chest, and then drop your forehead down to the mat. Keep your elbows squeeze to the side ribs, your shoulders away from the ears. It's quite an awkward position, but very healing for the spine. Lift your navel into the spine too. Release the feet, release the hips, press down through the legs. And then inhale, coming into a baby cobra. Lift your head slightly. Hold it there as you exhale. See if you can lift your hands. Good. Now if you notice your legs are swinging up, that means you're not really engaging through the legs and through the core. So if that's you, bring the hands back, activate through the legs. Lift as you inhale. Release the hands, exhale, keep the feet down. Hands coming back down, inhale, come a little higher with that same activation. Keep your chin tucked, the back of your neck long. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes. Move from a plank into a downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, raise your left foot. If you can't make the step at once, you can also grab your ankle to make the step. Just make sure the heel is in line with your hands, coming to the fingertips. Exhale, step your feet together. Big toes are touching, heels slightly apart. Relax the toes as you fold down into a forward fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Palms join together at the top. Exhale, back to Samasthiti. Inhale, arms reach, moving to the other side. Exhale to fold. Flat back, inhale, hands on the floor, hands on the shins. Exhale, right foot steps back now into that low lunge position. Lift away from your knee. Inhale, coming into a high plank. Try not to slide that foot. Exhale, drop the knees, the chest, and forehead down. Keep your hips elevated. Inhale, hips, feet down. Coming back to cobra, activation in the legs and in the core. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. As you inhale, step forward with your right foot. Coming to the fingertips right away. Exhale, step your feet together, big toes touching, fold forward as you relax the head and neck. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Good, we'll do one more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Flat back, inhale, gazing up. Exhale, left foot back. Palms flat. Inhale without sliding into a high plank. Drop the knees, drop the chest, drop the forehead down, keep your hips up. Inhale, coming to cobra. Maybe a little higher this time. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with left, coming to the fingertips, gazing up. Feet together, forward fold, relax the head and neck. Inhale to rise. Exhale, Samasthiti. Last one, on the right side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Right foot back, exhale. Inhale, come to a high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, the chest, the forehead down. Inhale, coming up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with right, coming to the fingertips, open the chest. Exhale, feet together, forward fold, relax the head and neck. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Good, take a breath here. As we're going to move through the second variation of Surya Namaskar, the sun salutation. Bring the arms to the sides. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to fold. Flat back, inhale, come to the fingertips or hands under the shins. Exhale, stepping this time with the right foot back first. Coming to your high plank as you inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees, come from there all the way down. Inhale, coming to cobra. Exhale, move it into your down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, coming into a single leg down dog. Exhale, the right foot steps gently between your hands, coming to the fingertips. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your feet together, forward fold, relax the head and neck. Inhale to rise. Exhale, back to base. Inhale, moving to the left side. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, step back with the left foot. Palms flat, inhale to your high plank. Exhale, either from the knees or see if you can move straight down from the toes. Inhale, coming back to cobra. Exhale, move it into down dog. Lift your left leg, inhale. Exhale, foot between your hands, landing the foot softly. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, feet together, full head, move towards knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale. For here, we're going to hold some of the postures we just did. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, step back with your right foot. Now from here, inhale, reach both arms up. Coming into a lunge position. Straighten through the back leg if you can. Pressing back through the heel, but in the same time, using that heel, that foot, right foot to shift the weight forward. And using the left foot to shift the weight backwards. Yeah, so the feet are in balance, searching for the right position to be centered and stable. Good, last breath in, lift the fingers a little higher. And then exhale, hands coming down, step it back into your high plank. Good, inhale, pause in your plank. Exhale, from the knees or from the toes, lower all the way down. Inhale, come to cobra, and also here we're gonna stay in cobra. Roll the shoulders backwards, squeeze the elbows gently towards the side ribs, and then press down through the upper legs into the mat. As we hold this posture, maybe see how it feels as you lift the chin a bit more, still staying long in the back of your neck, and shifting the gaze up between the eyebrows. Keep lifting from below your navel. That should feel a very active posture, this one. An active back bend. Good, exhale, release all the way down. Tuck your toes, inhale, coming back to a high plank. Exhale, walk your feet a bit in as you come into a downward facing dog. Lift your right leg as you inhale. As you exhale, open the hip over towards right, so bending your right knee. Bring your heel into the direction of the back wall, the side wall. And at the same time, squaring your hips somewhat, so you're not just hanging over towards the left here. Now, but the opening is really coming from the right hip. Now spread the weight evenly over both arms, both hands. Next inhale, bring the leg back to center. Lift the heel a little more. Point the toes, exhale, step your foot gently between your hands. Coming to the fingertips. Walk the hands a little bit more to the front of your yoga mat. Inhale, lift up through the left leg. Now see if you can find the balance to lift the hands slightly off the mat. If that feels easy for you, you can also move further to bring the arms to the side to come into an airplane position. Your right leg is stabilizing. Don't worry about the wobbling. It's just your body searching for balance. And your left leg is in line with the chest and with the torso all the way towards your head. Same counts for the arms. Strong arms reaching in both directions. Taking one more breath in here. Exhale, release the hands down. Staying up with that left leg in the air. Point your toes this time. Lift the chest as you inhale, coming to the fingertips. And then exhale, fold the body over your right leg, moving those toes up towards the ceiling. Coming into a standing split. Doesn't have to look exactly like it, but moving into that direction. Press down through the palms too. Inhale, step your feet together, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fold. Release the full head towards the knees. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, palms turn together at the top. Exhale, back to Samasthiti. Other side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, step back with your left foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Coming to a lunge into the other position. Tailbone is moving down towards the floor. So you have a sense of a lift from below your navel. So you're not just hanging in the back here. I'd rather like you to lift slightly and feel that pelvic movement to the front. And then from there, sink down with the tailbone to the ground. One more breath in, reach the arms a little more. Hands coming down, exhale, step it back into your high plank. Inhale in plank. On the exhale, lower halfway down from the toes or from the knees. Flip the toes. Inhale, extend through the arms, and then extend through the legs, coming into what we call an up dog. So a little bit different than cobra. So here our arms are extended and our legs, our thighs, our hips are from the mat. So the lower body moves forward and the upper body moves backwards. Good. From there, move your pelvis in. Roll over your toes, moving it into a downward facing dog. Just taking a deep breath in here and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg up. On the exhale, rotate your hip open towards the left. Start bending the left leg. Bring the heel towards the right side of the space, to the right wall. Then again, make sure that opening is coming from the hip. And instead of just hanging over to the right, you can have your gaze underneath the right armpit, or you can have your head centered. So make sure the weight is evenly spread over both hands. Bring the leg back to center, inhale. Exhale, foot lands softly between your hands. Shift the weight forward, lift your back leg. Walk your hands a bit in front, either balancing here, lift the hands from the floor, option 2, or extend the arms out to the side for airplane. Back leg is in line with the torso, and the arms are an extension of one another. And here in this posture, you can't do any different than focusing on that breath and focusing on the stability. If you don't, you fall for sure. So keep that focus on the breath. Smooth, even breathing equals a calm, steady mind. Good, now release your hands down to the floor, point your toes. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest up, gaze forward. As you exhale, keep that length you just created in the upper body to fold forward, reaching up through the right toes for standing split on the other side. Press through the palms as well. If you have the openness to access that strength. Good, inhale, feet together, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, palms together at the top. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Good, now from here, separate your feet and come to the middle of your yoga mat. And your feet are hip-width apart here, toes pointing right in front. Reach the arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, start squatting down into a chair pose. You can either have the hands separated and the head neutral, gazing slant down, or if it feels right for the neck and the arms, you can also bring the palms to touch, shifting your gaze towards your hands. Make sure your knees are in line with the feet, so they're not moving in or out. And the shoulders moving to the back. You keep the lower ribs in here. Good, one more deep breath in. And then exhale, extend through the legs. Grab the big toes with the index finger, middle finger round, thumb is on top. Lift the chest, inhale, leaning more to the front of your feet instead of your heels. Exhale, fold. Elbows pointing to the sides and slightly back as you broaden through the chest as well as through the shoulder blades. And forehead is moving into the direction of the knees. Keep your neck long too. And keep your breath smooth and even. Using each inhale to lengthen from the sit bones to your crown. And using each exhale to fold deeper with the upper body towards the lower body. Good, last deep breath in and out. Now next inhale, lift the chest, extend the arms. Heel to your feet a little bit wider apart, release the big toes, and then start bending your knees. If you're more flexible, you can have the toes pointing forward, or if you need to modify, bring the toes out. Come squatting down into a deep squat. Bring the arms together, palms to touch, and then press the outer elbows or the upper arms into the inner knees to move the upper body forward and the legs backwards. Hands in front of your chest if you can reach. Good, on the exhale, bring your palms down. Now come to the tips of your toes. Either place your knees above the elbows, or if you have the room, place your knees on top of the armpits, or the height of the armpits. The wider your fingers are spread, the more grip you're gonna have. So make sure there's a lot of separation between the fingers. Keep your gaze sealed in front of you as you spread the weight towards your hands, lifting up one foot. And then maybe lifting up the other foot too. Coming into crawl pose. And then lift from there up away from the mat by extending the arms a bit. Good, last deep breath in. And exhale, bring your feet back down. Bring your hands behind your heels. And then either toes a bit out or toes forward. Rock yourself through the back. Start squeezing your knees into the shoulders. And as far as feasible, as far as your body allows, start moving the hips up. If it hurts your lower back, just stay a little bit further down. That's never what we want to move to. Not hurting the body, we just want to open up and strengthen. Good, as you inhale, sit back down. Just for a moment, see if you can shift the weight forward. Maybe lifting up one foot, maybe the other one. and bring the foot back down. Walk your hands forward, walk your feet back into a downward facing dog. Walk out your heels one by one. Good. As you inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, letting it softly. Spin your back foot flat, 45 degrees. Bend your right leg as far as feasible. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Coming into warrior one. Yeah, either having the gaze forward, the palms separated, or your next exhale, bring the gaze up, your palms touch. Shoulders sink back and down as the hands reach up. Having also here a sense of a lift from the inner arch of your left foot. And then inhale, bring the arms open, spin your back foot flat till 90 degrees. Your front toes still pointing right in front, and then start bending even further with that right leg for warrior two. The arms are extending in both directions as you have a strong, solid gaze over your right middle finger. Good. As you inhale, lean back, reach up through the right arm, palm facing back, and then exhale, see if you can reach the arm even further back, opening up the right side of your torso. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down first, balancing on your back toes. Reach both arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, twist towards the right. Lean forward, bring your elbow on top of your knee, and then bring your palms to touch. If this is too difficult for you, you can also drop your left knee to modify. Now, if you have a lot of openness in the chest, you can also move that arm to the side. Make sure the left shoulder is on the outside of your knee, not on the inside. Bring your palm down, and then reach up through the right arm, gazing to the palm. Square out the hips. Press back through the left heel. And then exhale, bring your hand down. Bring both hands down to the front of your mat, in line with your front foot. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right foot moves down towards the mat, going into the other side. Inhale, lift up left. Exhale, left foot between your hands, spin your back foot flat to 45 degrees, reach the arms up, even out your hips to the front too. Yeah, so send the left hip back and the right hip forward, either gazing forward or shift your gaze up towards your palms. Maybe bring the palms to touch. Plug down through the left big toe base, and so you stay light into the toes of both feet. And then inhale, spin your back foot flat, extending through both arms. Roll out your right hip as you roll out your left knee, and to open the entire body towards right. Shoulders backwards, chest is open. And as you inhale, reach back, release your hand, reach up through the left palm, palm is facing back. Exhale, sink deeper into the hips. And then make sure that your right hand is very lightly touching the right leg. So you're not just hanging the full body weight in there. This is a soft touch to explore the openness of your body. Inhale, back to warrior two. On the exhale, bring the hands down, balancing on your back toes. Reach both arms up as you inhale, back to a crescent lunge. And then exhale, twist the arms open to the side. Start reaching forward. Bring the right elbow on the outside of your knee. Option 1, bring the palms to touch. Option 1 with the knee down. Option 2, palms to touch. With the knee down. That's gravity doing its work. Or the option to bring the hand down and then extend through the left arm, gazing to your thumb. No matter what position you've chosen, make sure that you open through the chest and you create a lot of space between the shoulders and the neck. Gaze down first, release both hands down. And then shift the weight towards your hands. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, release down, walk out your feet. Good, and from there, lift up your left leg again. Step your left foot between your hands and then spin the entire body over towards the right side of your yoga mat. Having a lift from the inner arches of your feet as you press down through the big toe bases, as well as the outer arches of your feet. Come to the fingertips now, lift the chest. Exhale, walk your hands further back. Bring the palms flat, in line with the feet as you relax the head and neck completely. See how much weight you can shift in towards your hands. Now almost as if you're about to stand on your hands. Shoulders backwards, away from the ears. If you need to bend your knees quite a lot, that's totally fine. If you have the room to extend to the legs, go ahead. Just make sure that the hinging is coming from the hips and not from the lower back. Good, next inhale. Coming to the fingertips, extend through the spine. Bring your left hand in between the shoulders. Yeah, so in line with the shoulders, press down through that palm, and then as you inhale, lift the right arm up. Bring the arms to more or less stacked above one another. Either staying here or bringing the hand behind your back, walking that hand towards the left inner thigh and using that hand to guide your hips towards the left a bit more. If you had your hands in the second position, release as you inhale. And then exhale, bring your hand down. Place your right hand where your left hand was. Inhale, extend through the left arm, gazing to your thumb. And then you're staying here, we'll slide that hand further down, grabbing the inner thigh, and using it to move the hips towards right. If you are in the last position, release now, extend the arm up as you inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down. Bring the hands towards your back. Interlace your fingers. Take a deep breath in, lengthening through the arms, moving the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, keeping that position of the arms, as you fold forward, reaching with the arms overhead, using that weight of the arms to sink deeper into the hips. Also here in this posture, see how much weight you can transfer to the front part of your feet instead of the heels. And as you do so, staying light in the toes. Good, release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, start sinking down towards your left leg, keeping the right leg extended. So focusing on that stretch entirely on the inside of your right thigh. Keeping the upper body neutral as can be. Good, and spin your Left toes out, roll over to the right heel. Use your hands to guide yourself deeper into the posture. So using the hands to distribute the weight. Now if it feels alright for you, you can release the hands away from the mat and bring the hands in front of your chest. Now if you're hypermobile in the knee joint, make sure you're lifting up through the kneecap so you're really active in that right leg. So not just hanging in the joint. And release the hands down, toes pointing forward again, moving into the other side. So bending your right leg, stretching out the left inner thigh. Shoulders also here, backwards, neck is long. Breath is even, and using the breath, and using those exhale to see if you can sink a little deeper into the posture. Good. Now move your right toes out. Roll over to your left heel. See how much weight you can shift into those legs itself. If you have the possibility of releasing the hands, release the hands and bring them in front of your chest. Also this way, using that right elbow onto the right inner thigh and to open the hip even more. And release the hands down to the mat. Climbing back to center, toes pointing forward again. Reach for the big toes with the index finger, middle finger around, your thumb is on top. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, fold. Bring your crown closer towards the floor. Yeah, so we've been holding these postures for quite a while. Moving through a lot of variations of it. Yeah, so probably you notice that you created more openness in the back of your legs, in the hamstrings, into the inner thighs. So maybe that crown can move a little bit closer to the floor now. If not, that's fine too. Just know that each body is different. And some bodies are more flexible or open up more easily. And so just work with your body, your unique features of it. Take a deep breath in, lengthening through the spine, gazing up. On the exhale, release. Walk your hands over to the front of the mat. Lift the leg up as you inhale. And then exhale, release the foot back down. Lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, right foot to the middle of your hands. Now slide your your left leg further back. Release the knee and release the top of your foot. Heel to your foot a little bit out, creating some room for your chest and the arms. And in here, staying propped up on your hands. If you have the room, maybe climbing down towards the forearms. Or if you have been practicing for a while, if you're just really opening the hips, you can tuck your toes of your left foot and then come to a full lizard pose. Lifting the knee, sending the hips down. So climbing out of that chest here, creating the length through the spine. Pressing back through the heel if you're in a full posture. And if you're in a full posture, release your knee back down. Climb back on your hands. And then release your toes again. Good. Bring your hands towards your hips. Lift yourself up first. Make sure your tailbone is moving straight down. So also here, moving your pubic bone a little bit forward, having a sense of a lift from below your navel. If you have that lower body set, start deepening into the hips and reaching up through the arms. Shifting your gaze up is optional. Palms to touch. Shoulders sink backwards in all positions, whether you're gazing forward, having the arms separated, or if your palms are to touch. And exhale, release the hands down. Move your foot a little bit closer to the center again. Start shifting your weight back tucking your left toes, and then using that left toes to move your left hip a bit forward and up. As you send your right hip down and back. Inhale, climbing up to the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, release the full head down towards your shin or your knee. So deep stretch for that right hamstring. So the right calf muscle gets a bit stretched. To play around with where you position your hands, they can be a little bit more in front. Can also actually be a bit more to the back. That way, there's more weight coming to the front. So if you like that deep stretch, you can also walk your hands further back actually. Good. Start bending your front leg again. Bring your foot flat. Now place your right elbow on top of your right knee and then lift the torso up. Start bending your left leg and see if you can catch your foot. If you can't, you can use a strap or just a belt or something else that you can use. You can even use a sweater. And then either having your hand here, if you have a lot of openness in the upper thigh, into the quadricep, you can slide the hand further down, bring the foot into the inner elbow, bring the fingertips up if you move into that direction. Now all positions on the inhale, start reaching up through the right arm. If you have that connection from the foot elbow, start bending the elbow of your right arm and then bring your hands into a bind. Also here, you can use a strap if you're halfway or somewhere in between to bring your hands closer to one another. Good, release, reach the arm up as you inhale. Exhale, release the foot. Now, we've been opening up the hips quite a lot, so our bodies should be warm enough to move into the split posture. So, if you're new to this practice and you feel that the full split is too much, you can also come back to the previous posture where you just fold the upper body over the leg. Or if you feel warmed up enough, slide your heel all the way to the front of your mat. And then either use soup cans or blocks or books if you have anything like that. And then use those to start climbing back through the left toes. And once you feel you reach your max, release the toes, just allowing them to point back. And then walk your hands with soup cans, or maybe if you have a lot of openness, you can also just stay on the fingertips. Now to distribute the weight from the hands into the hips. Move also here in this posture, the right hip back and down, and the left hip forward and down too. Smooth and even deep breathings to guide you deeper into the posture. If it's too much, just bring more weight into your hands, or just completely come out of the posture. It's totally fine too. That's all just a progression. And you can repeat this video as much as you like to go deeper. Good, last 2 breaths. Good. Either with or without blocks, start lifting yourself up. So shift the weight into the hands again. Carefully heel to your back foot further in. And then bring your hands to the front of your mat. Slide your leg back. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee. Inhale. With care, lifting that right leg up and just circle out that foot. So allow that lactic acid to drain down your leg. You probably feel that one by now. And then bring the foot back down. Just wiggle out both legs, walking the legs. Move it into the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, left foot steps gently between your hands. Slide your back leg further back, release the knee, release the foot, heel to your left foot out, creating some room for your hands and your chest. You're staying propped up on your hands or coming down towards the forearms. And the last option is to lift that back leg, lift the knee away from the mat. And then roll yourself out of those shoulders so the back is long too. In line with the back leg, or as much as feasible in line with the back leg. And your neck included. Good. Bring the knee down, walk your hands back. Heel to your foot back to center. So you release your back toes again. And then coming up, bring your hands to the waist again first. And then center out, balance out your hips, tailbone rooting straight down, reach the arms up on your next inhale. Optional to shift the gaze up and bring the palms to touch. And distribute the weight evenly and go over both legs. So your back leg is pressing into the floor, and the back of your foot. Also the front foot is pressing into the mat. And so both feet searching for that balance. And the whole body harmoniously working as a whole. And all the muscles. Exhale, bring the hands down. Send the hips back, extend through the front leg. Lift the chest as you inhale. Exhale, climb your hands forward as you fold over your right leg, left leg. And also on this side, and sink down with that left hip as you move the right hip up and forward, creating that balance of the pelvis. Good, bring the belly back. Place your elbow on top of your knee. Lift yourself up. Coming into the upright position. And then from there, start bending your back leg, grabbing your foot, or maybe using a strap or a belt around that foot. If you have the openness, placing that foot into the inner elbow, bring the fingers up. And in all positions on your inhale, extend through the left arm. On the exhale, if you have that foot-elbow connection, bring your hands into a bind or using a strap between both hands. In this last stage, your left elbow is pointing right up to the ceiling. If you have the arm up in the air, just reach the arm up into the air and reaching for the ceiling. Good. If you have the connection, release as you inhale, reach the arm up. On the exhale, release the foot down, release the hands down, coming back to the full split. Yeah, so either if you are still progressing toward it, just coming into the previous posture, sinking the hips back, or sliding the heel all the way to the front of your mat, using blocks or soup cans or whatever. So you start walking your hips, your hands back, heel toe on your back foot back, toes pointing back of your back foot. Make sure the heel is pointing right up so the ankle is not collapsing in or out. And just allow the hips to sink down. Pull the left hip back, the right hip forward so the pelvis is neutral. If you feel safe enough, you can bring the blocks to the side, just coming onto the fingertips. See how much weight you can send into those legs to move deeper into the posture. Last 4 breaths. Good. Then either using the blocks or just using your hands, start heel toe on your back foot, back leg further in. Bring your hands all the way to the front of your mat, and then carefully bring that back leg back. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and then send that left leg up, circling out your foot. Make sure that you're not lifting that foot all the way to the ceiling. It should be just gently, just to allow that bloodstream to move down through the leg. Good, bring the foot back down, downward dog. From here, bend the knees, gaze forward as you inhale. Exhale, step one foot at a time, cross your legs, and come to a seated posture. Now, from here, move your feet a little bit off your yoga mat as you bring the arms up, and then slowly start rolling yourself, vertebra by vertebra, onto the back of your mat. Good, bring the arms to the sides, bring the feet closer in, heels close to the hips. And then as you inhale, start lifting the hips up, coming into a bridge pose. And then you can either have the hands to the sides, you can also interlace the fingers to climb higher up to the shoulders. So I've been working a lot on stretching the hamstrings, and now we just have a short, just a gentle strengthening of those muscles. So we open up and stretch out the front body, the belly, the chest, and also the psoas muscles. Get a good stretch here. Shoulder to bases of the big toes are pressed down into the mat, and your knees are situated right above the ankles. Good, last deep breath in, lift the lips a little more, and then exhale, arms to the sides, roll back to the spine. Bend your knees, grab your ankles or grab your feet, coming into happy baby pose. You can close your eyes here if you want. Just emerging with the feeling of the rocking and the stretching of those muscles of the hips. Good. Now stop rocking and then bring your feet together. Bring your arms back to the sides, start extending the legs, and then bring your feet into a position as if you're standing on the ceiling. So their feet are flexed, you press down to the toes, you pull down to the toes as you press up through the heels and through the front of your feet. Full activation through the legs and also full activation to your belly. It's a lot of belly work, this posture. Good, now either staying here if you have any issues with your neck or headaches, likely to get headaches, you just stay here. If you want to go further, just swing your legs all the way up. Bring your hands to the lower back. Catch your lower back. Walk your hands further down as you come into a shoulder stand. Toes pointing up. And your feet are right above your knees. And your knees are right above your hips. Slow down your breathing. And then on your next exhale, bring the legs down. Try to keep those legs extended, hinging from the hips. And once your toes are close to the floor, bring the arms behind you. Using those hands to move your legs further back. Now start bending the knees. Bring your knees close to your head. Either staying here using the hands to keep your weight back, or bring the arms overhead, close to the feet. Now in this posture, you don't want to feel any pain in your neck, especially not in the vertebrae and in the bones. So press down through those shoulder muscles, and through the back of your head. So the weight is resting on the muscles, not on the bones. Last two breaths. Good, extend the legs. Bring your arms down, palms facing down. Without lifting your head, roll yourself back, one vertebra at a time. And once your back is touching the mat, bring the knees into the chest, hug your legs with the arms around, gently rocking left to the right. Now keep your right knee in, extend the left leg down to the mat. Just rest it down. Bring your right arm to the side. Roll your head so you can look at your right thumb. Place your left hand on the outside of your right knee, and then without lifting your right shoulder, twist your knee towards the left. Close your eyes here. Just completely focus on the posture, on the stretch. And for this last posture, there's no activity, no pulling or pushing, just allow the body to surrender to gravity. Just allow gravity to take over, to move that right knee further down towards the floor. And allow the breath to really slow down. All the muscles in your body to relax. Coming back to center as you inhale, switching sides. Bring your left knee in, extend the right leg. Bring your left arm to the side, rotate your head so you can see your left thumb. And then with your right hand on the outside of your left knee, move that knee towards the right. Just stay plugged down through the left shoulder. See how much you can release in this posture, how much you can surrender. And each exhale, relaxing even more. Maybe that thighs, or maybe that lower back, or maybe just the arms, the jaw. Coming back to center, bring both knees into the chest, hug your legs, and then extend one leg at a time. Extend the arms as well, palms facing up. Make sure your feet are flaring out, knees are falling out too. Making any adjustments you need to make to lay comfortable and easy. And close your eyes again if they weren't closed yet. Gazing with the eyes closed to the top of your nose. Let go of any breathing technique if you use Ujjayi breath. Just allow the breath to normalize, to become more superficial, so more to the surface. Allow the jaw to relax. Allow your tongue to release. Your cheeks, your eyeballs, skin between the eyebrows and forehead, muscles on your skull and around your ears, into your neck, shoulders, upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, your hands, all the way into the fingers. Relax your upper back, your chest. Relax your belly, your back. Relax your hips. Relax your glutes, the upper legs, knees, your lower legs, your ankles, all the way into your feet and toes. So allow your whole body to get heavy as you sink further and further down into your mat, into that deep state of relaxation. Mind to come back to the surface. So deepening your breath, wiggling the fingers, wiggling your toe. And gently start circling out your wrists, your ankles. And bring your hands overhead, interlace your fingers, and on a big inhale, stretch your whole body out long from your fingers towards your toes, reactivating each muscle within the body, maybe making some twists or some movement, just whatever feels good to wake your body back up. And then as you exhale, bring your knees into the chest, hug your legs with the arms around, gently rocking left to the right, rolling over the lower back. From here, you can roll over to the right side of your body, resting here in a fetus position, still with the eyes closed, and your mind still within that calm zone. And then when you're ready, come from here all the way back up to a cross-legged position, with the hands in front of your chest, gazing with the eyes closed towards the fingertips. Just feeling the warmth of your breath touching the fingertips. And so maybe feeling the heartbeat against the thumbs. Two signs that you're alive and you're present. Take a moment here to thank yourself for making the time to practice today, for making time to work on your mental, your physical strength, your mental and your physical flexibility, and your mental and physical health, and overall well-being. Namaste.